Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really cutting straight through the noise, focusing on a pretty crucial piece of digital infrastructure.
hmm
It's operating in a rapidly evolving market. So for you, our listener, we're synthesizing the details about Maatloob.
Maatloob, yeah. Translates roughly to requested or needed,
Yep.
right?
Exactly. And it's an online platform, a mobile app too, but it seems like it's quite a bit more than just your average freelancer directory.
That's absolutely right. Our mission today is, well, it's a deep synthesis. We need to get past the surface level.
Go beyond the basics.
Yeah, really understand its role, how it acts as this intermediary, how it structures, the sometimes chaotic process of hiring for services.
Right.
And crucially, what features give it that competitive edge, especially in the freelance and business services space across the Arab world.
Okay, so let's start there. Big picture. What
Yeah.
is this platform, fundamentally? And why should we maybe think of it as like essential infrastructure rather than just another app?
Well, it functions explicitly as a dedicated digital bridge. Think of it that way.
A bridge.
Yeah. Maatloob connects clients, and these could be individuals, could be large businesses needing very specific things done. It connects them with professional service providers.
Freelancers, usually.
Typically skilled freelancers, yes. But the key thing is, it's not just a list of names. It's actually managing the whole interaction.
The entire life cycle.
From the initial request all the way to the
Ah.
final payment. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really a streamlined marketplace, and it's focused on comprehensive task management within that services sector.
And you mentioned its focus.
Yeah,
The sources we looked at are pretty clear this platform is strategically targeted, aren't they?
absolutely. I mean, digital services can be global, of course,
Sure.
but Maatloob's primary focus, and that means it's tailored workflow, its verification processes, it's all geared specifically towards the Arab world.
And that regional focus must be critical.
It really is, because their stated goal isn't just connecting people randomly. It's about streamlining efficiency and, importantly, building trust, specifically within that local economic context.
Makes sense.
They want to make it genuinely easy for businesses and individuals in that region to find skilled, vetted professionals for a huge range of services, both online and even local ones.
That points to a kind of dual challenge, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Handling complex digital transactions, but also needing to fit with, diverse local market nuances,
Precisely. Yeah, if you're talking about an economy that's rapidly digitizing,
which many are.
right, the infrastructure needs to support everything from a multinational needing complex coding to, I don't know, an individual needing a logo for their small local shop. Maatloob seems to be trying to be the solution across that whole spectrum.
Okay, let's then unpack the inventory side. The services themselves. A platform's only useful if it delivers what's needed, right?
Okay.
So what's the scope here? What kind of projects can you actually get done? Is it purely tech, purely creative,
Boy.
or a mix?
Oh, it's highly diverse. And that diversity seems to reflect the actual needs of a growing digital economy.
So practical stuff.
Very practical. The services cover key professional domains you'd need for any modern business, really. You see robust categories like programming and tech,
Yeah, foundational.
graphic design, obviously, and then essential infrastructure services like digital marketing and SEO.
Wow, okay. Those three alone. That covers almost every basic need for getting a business online or expanding it.
And it goes deeper still. We also find specialized areas like e-commerce websites,
Telling.
which really tells you how important online retail is becoming there, right? Video editing, even dedicated customer service tasks. The diversity isn't random. It seems carefully curated to cover the critical functions you'd need to run, scale, and support a digital presence. It looks like Maatloob is positioning itself as a kind of one-stop shop for digital scaling within that region.
That range is impressive, but it does create a potential management issue, surely. How do you keep quality consistent, manage expectations when tasks vary so wildly? From a quick logo fix to building a whole e-commerce platform.
Right. Structure.
Structure becomes key. So can you walk us through the client workflow? How does Maatloob handle this complexity?
Certainly. They've really boiled the client experience down to a pretty structured four-step workflow. It seems designed specifically to manage those expectations and reduce friction.
4 steps, okay.
Step 1 is super simple. Post your project. The client just explains what they need. They write up a description of the task or project.
And that's free.
The source material notes that this initial step, the posting itself, is completely free, which is smart, right? It lowers the barrier to entry. Gets people started.
Yeah, no commitment just to define the need.
Yeah.
Okay, but once the project is posted, how does the platform stop the client just getting, flooded with irrelevant or low-quality offers?
Good question. That brings us straight to step 2, review offers. So, the service providers, the freelancers, they submit their bids.
Okay,
And these bids have to include 2 key things: the total price and their proposed delivery time.
price and speed. Got it.
Then the client gets the tools to filter and choose. They review the bids, they can check out the provider's detailed profile, look at their past performance ratings, all to pick the best fit for them.
Right, so it allows for that comparison, price, speed, but also reputation. It kind of shifts the power slightly to the client, demanding that transparency from the provider right up front.
Exactly.
So what happens once they've made their choice?
Step 3, get it done. Simple enough. The client selects their chosen professional and the work begins.
And communication.
During this phase, they use the platform's own secure communication tools. There's chat, direct messaging. It keeps everything contained. They can coordinate, clarify things, manage the scope without having to jump onto email or WhatsApp or whatever.
Keeps it all logged and secure within the platform. Makes sense. And then the final step. Step 4.
Completion and payment. This is often the trickiest part in freelancing, isn't it?
Absolutely. Where disputes happen. How does Maatloob handle the ending to protect both sides?
Well, protection seems baked into this final step. The key is payment is only transferred after the project is done and the client formally accepts the work.
Ah, acceptance is the trigger.
It is. Once accepted, the funds move to the service provider. And then the client often leaves a rating, which feeds right back into that whole trust system for the next person.
That acceptance condition feels crucial. But let's dig a bit deeper into those safeguards. Platforms handling potentially high-value tasks involving money, maybe sensitive business data, they live or die on trust, right?
Completely.
What specific features does Maatloob have to really ensure transactions are secure and users feel confident?
This is really where Maatloob moves beyond just being a directory and becomes more like, well, infrastructure. The sources highlight that it manages secure financial transactions. There's a whole system, including an electronic wallet feature, for both clients and providers.
Electronic wallet can mean different things. For you listening, what's the key function here? Is it basically acting like an escrow service?
Precisely that. Yes, that's the critical function. It operates as an escrow service.
Okay, explain that a bit more.
So the client deposits the agreed payment into this secure digital wallet when they hire the freelancer, but Maatloob holds on to those funds.
Right. In trust.
Exactly. The provider can see the money's there, they know it's committed, but they can't actually access it until the client formally accepts the finished project, like we said in step 4.
Okay.
This central holding system really cuts down the main risks for both parties. The client doesn't pay for work they're not happy with, and the provider is guaranteed payment once they deliver what was agreed.
That guarantee, that must fundamentally change the risk calculation for freelancers in that region. No more chasing invoices.
It makes a huge difference, I imagine. Now, thinking about the other side, quality control. As a client, how do I know the person bidding actually knows what they're doing?
Yeah, how is quality assured?
That seems to be handled through mandatory verification. Clients apparently only receive offers from verified service providers.
Verified. What does that entail?
The specifics might vary by service category. The sources weren't super detailed on that. But the function is clear. It's the platform's initial filter. A way to ensure a baseline level of professionalism, skill, reliability.
So it's an assurance that the person bidding on my, say, complex coding project isn't just some random person.
Exactly. That they have some standing, some vetting behind them, whether they're local or purely online.
Okay, that verification seems vital, especially with such diverse skills on offer. But what if I'm, say, a company posting a really sensitive project, maybe drafting a patent or an early-stage business plan? I might not want my company name attached to that publicly.
Right, privacy concerns. Maatloob seems to address that directly, too.
How so?
Users are given an explicit option to post projects and tasks anonymously.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, that offers really crucial flexibility. Think about businesses needing talent or bids for proprietary internal stuff. They can do that without revealing their strategies or needs to the whole marketplace.
So, let me see if I've got this right. The verification process filters the provider quality, and the anonymity feature protects the client's strategic interests if needed. That covers the two main potential risks at the start.
It seems that way. And connecting those two, as we touched on, they also make sure all the coordination happens internally.
Right, the built-in chat.
The built-in messages and chat tools.
Yeah.
It stops people having to go on to less secure external platforms. It keeps the whole relationship, the whole transaction inside their secured ecosystem until it's all done.
Okay, so pulling this all together, what does it really mean? We've looked at how Maatloob isn't just, a place to find freelancers.
Yeah.
It's acting as this quite sophisticated, secure intermediary.
Yeah, definitely more than a list.
It handles incredibly diverse service needs. It's tailored specifically for the Arab world's market dynamics. And it uses this verified, structured, escrow-backed process for managing tasks start to finish.
And what's really fascinating, I think, is the implication this has for regional economic development, if you connect those dots.
Go on.
This structured approach, this platform, it's basically providing ready-made infrastructure. Think about it. The focus on streamlining tasks for businesses and individuals, the provision of verified, secure services in crucial digital areas like e-commerce, digital marketing, high-level tech.
Okay.
Well, consider how that consolidation, that structure, might fundamentally support, even accelerate, the growth of online business operations within its focus region. It potentially helps businesses bypass the old hurdles of finding reliable global talent, vetting them, ensuring payment security.
Ah, I see. It lowers the friction for digital growth significantly.
Potentially, yes, it tackles some fundamental barriers.
So that's the real insight, perhaps, for you listening. Easy, verified access to specialized talent backed by a secure financial system. It's not just a convenience feature on an app.
No, it's more foundational.
It could actually be a pillar supporting faster digital and economic development in that region. Something to think about next time you encounter one of these marketplace platforms.
Definitely something to mull over.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive.